I have been very disappointed in the city's direction under Mark Meyer, and I just feel like we need better and deserve better. Under Mark Meyer, we get things that are big in image, but not necessarily big in substance. He's been a lifetime, pretty much government employee, and he does not see things as citizens see them. And we look at the city itself. It's it's run by the deputy mayors, policemen, and we got policemen running for council now. And permanent government, and they think different than citizens out there in the workplace. They feel that their decisions are. They feel government is good for the world and good for the city, where I feel that free market is good for the city. I feel like Walker Eggs, it's been there for 100 years. As kids, we used to go over there and work in their hen houses. I feel like Robertson's machine shop on Main Street. They deserve the same benefits as anybody who says, I'll move here and compete with these people. I need Walker Egg or Robinson Machine Shop or Mrs. Curls to pay taxes to support these new things that are coming in. And I don't think the current citizens should pay that. Mark Myers believes the current citizens should pay for new development. Our sewer rates are going up because the old residents have to pay the extra for all this new development and new services. And that's not the way I see it. I also see longer term. You got to admire Whiteland High Schools. You got to admire Vineyard Church. Years ago, they planned and bought land up in advance for their growth in schools. Greenwood, we didn't. We didn't buy that extra big chunk of land for a super park. I am more long-term planning than Mark Meyer. 7 years ago, when we're beginning to talk about building that interchange, we need to be knowing that that's going to grow the area. We know that the rural communities are shrinking, and we know we need, as the schools did, as the churches did, we need to buy a big chunk of land out there to do that. And so I would be working with, say, Kelsey's Farm and saying, how can we, and home developers, to say, how can we work together to get a big park and nice home developments that will really help the city and services and help the current residents. The new residents should blend in and work together to help the current residents to bring in things that we would desire. For example, a real ice skating rink that wasn't be a for-profit for a multimillionaire. When you bring in people with disposable incomes, then everybody can develop and grow. You bring in things that are below the average, has our per capita income and our median go down, then everybody goes down a little bit, as we've seen. And that, I believe in good development. Mark Meyer believes in pay for low quality development. If we look at our Census Bureau data, Greenwood per capita income, our median income, has been going down every year. And it's going the opposite direction of Franklin. And that shows the city's success in being business friendly for low-paying jobs. And that is just a terrible way to go. We need to bring in high-paying jobs, but we're giving tax breaks half off for low-paying jobs. And that's really upsetting to me. What would I want to see happen there? I would want to see, as it originally was zoned for homes and things like that. When it first came in, the city, this is another case of really bad decision making. Oh, we want it to be the entry of the city, and we're not going to allow any gas stations there where people would want them. We're not going to allow any fast food that have drive-through booths because people like drive-through booths when they get off the intersection and gas. And they didn't zone an area for that. They instead zoned it elsewhere, which prevented anybody from getting there, but then we ended up with the Circle K right in the middle of a neighborhood, to the dismay of those people who go there. And the city planner said, well, it's good, it's a neighborhood convenience store, and they'll really like it with time. And they might, except for the neighbors who already moved and lost money on the deal, and the people who are bothered by the bright lights, et cetera, et cetera. And that's bad zoning and bad activity. You cannot say, hey, where people want things, we're not going to have it because we want something elegant, and then change your mind afterwards and say, well, we want massive warehouses and traffic. You have to really be consistent. I'm for free enterprise and for people to use their property as they want. But I also realize that you can't let something come in that's going to be an eyesore and decrease everybody around you for the next 60 years. Nobody wants to live next to a 4-story warehouse with the trucks coming in and out and the traffic and things like that. You really need buffer zone. And that's where the City of Greenwood zoning has failed miserably, very inconsistent. If it's big like Amazon, we can exempt everything for low-pay warehouse jobs. And it's changing technology. FedEx decided not to build the building here, not because of anything more likely than the automations that are coming out for sorting packages.